See, if you get it at the right consistency, remember that edge was missing? And I can just gently scratch some of this off. I'm creating a new outside edge there. And I'll have to touch that up some more. And then once I get it just right, I can wait and let that dry. And I could even take a wood rasp and clean it up and make it look nice and pretty there. It's easier to do it right now than wait. Because if you wait and you start scraping it off, you could damage the outside corner. At that point, you'd have to sand it and start using a wood rasp on it a different way. Okay? I'm not going to get too rambunctious with it. It's starting to form, see? Keep it up. You're doing it. That's why I like this stuff. Look, indispensable to woodworkers, electricians, carpenters, repairmen, housewives, pattern makers, decorators, floor finishers, cabinet makers, painters, manual training schools, manufacturers, and plumbers. Rocky says, the repair material in powder form. Just add water, mix, and use. Fill cracks, knot, nail, and screw holes. Sticks and stays put. Will not shrink. You can saw, sand, polish, color, mold, or paint it. Great for art and craft projects. Here they're making a mold out of it. Molds strong figurines. They're putting it right into a mold. I guess you can do that too. And here it even says it patches plaster. Never used it for that. But there it is. Durham's Rock Hard Water Putty. Pretty cheap too. You gotta get some. See, I guess I'm glad I did this small little patch first. I'm letting this dry. I still have to put a thin layer on again, but now I can start filling up that those gouges at the bottom of the door, because on that I've got to take the door down and fill up the bottom. That's my next little project. See how dark it is? It's still dry though. But see on the outside how much lighter it is right here? That's because this was so deep. I just felt on there, and it feels pretty hard. So let's take my 3-inch wow. I got it about the right height, it looks like. Right in there. I didn't have to take very much off. It looks like I'm going to have to put more on, of course. I don't mind doing that. I'm going to go over this a couple times. See, once it got really hard, you wouldn't be able to do this with a putty knife, sheetrock blade, or a putty knife. You'd have to use a chisel. You could do that too. You've got a 1-inch chisel or something like that. That would do it too. You know, you don't want to get this so high that you think, oh, I'll sand it down. It takes forever to sand this stuff. If you're just lightly sanding it, fine. But if you're trying to sand it down, it takes a while. Okay. Okay, so now I can check this edge. I'll kind of look at that a little bit closer to get the light over here, I think, and just check that a little bit more before I mix up some more. I'm going to let this dry a little bit longer so I can get on the front door.